Pay attention, hurry up, come on and give me an answer. If a teacher spoke to students in this manner, it might cause fear, anxiety, or stress. Every day, children who are in inclusion classrooms face some of the stress from their teachers and other general education students. As parents, teachers, students, and concerned citizens, we should care about the quality of education our students are receiving in our area. Today we will discuss why the practice of inclusion is not always beneficial for all students, how inclusion affects everyone, and how we can change the practice of inclusion. The practice of inclusion in schools is not always beneficial for each child like some experts claim. For instance, classroom size can be an issue. When there are 17 students in a classroom and 11 of them are considered to be ESE students, it can be confusing for both the children and the teacher because all of the consultant teachers are having to teach different material to the children. Another example of inclusion not being beneficial is when a student has a severe case of autism. He might be distracted by the extra noises or be overstimulated, and so he would not do well in the general education setting. To have a full inclusion classroom is also a challenge because of the lack of resources. Not all general education teachers have the background needed in order to teach special education students. That is why it is vital for these students to have their one-on-one time in the resource room with their consultant teachers. Also, in a general education classroom, there is not enough time for teachers to focus on one aspect of the lesson for a long period of time. It is the teacher's job to teach all of the material needed so that all of the children can succeed. Because inclusion is such a widely used practice, it affects everyone in the school system, the teachers, administrators, and most importantly, the students. However, the teachers are the ones who have the most work when it comes to having a full inclusion classroom. William Heward notes, teachers are better able to diagnose and solve learning and behavior problems in the classroom when they work together, and he calls this process collaboration. By bouncing ideas off of other teachers, each classroom can succeed to its fullest potential. However, Jennifer Cassidy writes that if a teacher has a negative aspect on inclusion or fails to accept it, the student's learning will be hindered. There are both benefits and disadvantages to having a full inclusion classroom. The benefits of inclusion include the following: a greater understanding of each student's needs, more social opportunities for all of the students, and exposing general education students to the struggles of being a child with a disability. The disadvantages of inclusion are as follows: lack of one-on-one time, stereotyping children with disabilities, and negative attitudes towards the students. Now that we understand what inclusion is and why it is an important issue, we can discuss how to improve this policy. Although there will never be a definite solution to fixing the policy of inclusion, I have found a few helpful suggestions that would greatly benefit our education system. An IEP, or Individualized Education Program, is the best way to meet each child's needs. It gives a direct set of goals and how to achieve them throughout the school year. This program is already in place, but I believe it is a good reminder that it needs to be enforced. By following the IEP, which is the law, children will have a better education. Even though teachers must follow the IEP, they need to keep in mind that children with special needs are individuals and need to be regarded as such. Each child will learn differently, and it is the responsibility of the teacher to change his or her teaching practices. Finally, a way we can be most beneficial to children with special needs is to give them time. Time at home, time at school, time when they're out and about in the community. It is amazing what just a few extra minutes in a situation can do to help a child with special needs. Although the policy of inclusion should not be for every student, we should be aware of who it affects and how we can make a difference. Because each child, whether receiving a general education or a special education, deserves to learn everything possible to make them successful in life. When each child is receiving exactly what they need to succeed in life, that is when we have succeeded in the policy of inclusion. I challenge you to take what you have learned in this speech to change the lives of future students.